morning, you're sitting on textiles. If you came here junks, as we call it, is being dumped because it's not good enough quality. In my time, I used to love going to junks in the 80s. Don't tell my mum. You could get really cool things, but now it's so cheap that essentially people can't resell, and it's ending up in the beaches and in the wetlands, which is just destroying the environment. So when I was in fashion, we thought cheap fashion was cool. We could buy and throw away. Now we realize it's choking the world, it's choking our ecosystems. Cheap fashion is not cool. And what is the antidote? It's going back to the past. It's the handmade fashions or textiles of our parents' generations. It's looking at handloom textiles, so that the lady sitting in the village, you know, spinning and carding and weaving, or up in the mountains, seeing that as luxury. So I just finished a thesis on this, my MA thesis at Kingston University, which is essentially that all around the world, I'm British by birth and Sierra Leonean by heritage. Britain went around the world basically destroying local textiles in order to make money. The history of industrialization is actually commodities and textiles. So for example, even the Romans in London came here because of wool and the tax from wool. So if we don't think about textiles in Africa and the African context, so making and spinning and hand dyeing, we're missing out on the next exciting revolution in terms of sustainable fashion.
Thank you. It's a very important point for us to think about sustainability. So let me invite somebody who is investing from the diaspora. What are you doing? What are you seeing working? What do you want to scale up? What challenges do you face? Oop, you're ready. Tell us who you are, tell us what you do, and I'll give you 60 seconds. I'm going to stand near you.
60 seconds. I don't think that's going to be enough. I talk for a living. Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I just want to say kudos to you guys out there. As a Sierra Leonean, I'm very proud of you. I'm going to deviate from your question because I've got this burning question since the start of the program. And whilst we're talking about investment, my name is Mrs. Umubintu Kabakonte. I'm a litigation child protection senior manager in one of the London local authorities. Why investment is good, I just feel, in my view, sitting here tonight, another aspect of investment has not been touched on. Whether that was purposeful or that's for another program, I'm not sure. I'm wondering, what space do the charity organizations have on this stage? What are government plans to try and marry the charitable organizations that are investing in human capital, which seems to be the bedrock of our president's agenda?
Thank you. Chief Minister is happy because human capital is something he's passionate about. This forum is called the Sierra Leone Diaspora Investment Networking event. So that's why there is that focus. But we will come to that question, definitely. Any other, so an investor, this time if you're not really speaking to it, then we will have a battle. So you're an investor, you're in the diaspora. I think you have to come forward because, does that mic work? Oh, okay, no, you can use that mic. We don't want to wait for you. Give Andy the mic, quick, time. You have 60 seconds, sir.
Hi, good evening. My name is James Giovanni, the CEO of Amaze TV in Freetown, Sierra Leone, Channel 32. I'm delighted here to see my fellow sisters and brothers to embrace the culture where we come from, especially in the area of development. I heard my brother here saying that how we could invest to change the diversity in Sierra Leone. I and my chairman here, our background is project and management as well. And in whichever way, we are delighted to offer our free service in collaboration with your team. Are there any business owner here who needs help in the area of funding? Of course, there are lots of funding in the UK, but many of us, we do not know how to tap into this funding. Especially, the funding can be used in the area of establishment and helping the poor people, and then also raise awareness in the area of healthy eating, obesity, environmental, etc., etc. To save our time, I will kindly give.
Yeah.
Chairman, Mr.
Yeah,
Chairman.
please, just 3 minutes, yeah.
Just 3 what?
3 minutes.
No. I'm not going to give you 3 minutes. We have to wrap up. Please. Yeah? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Well, please do follow up. Chooks, don't give the mic to anybody. No, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. All right. We do want to make time and space for interaction. So what I'm going to ask my panel to do is really, we want to go back and we want to do something very tangible. What is the one thing each one of you thinks will do what we say, which is to really unlock that potential of the diaspora in terms of investment and what we need to take forward and work on? And I'd like something that we can do, not wishful thinking, very concrete, that we can do in the next 100 days. Would you like to go first, sir? You get the question?
Understand it.
With what you're doing, what would you like to see that would actually help to unlock the potential you see very concretely in the next 100 days, 3 months?
To give a creative in the ground more access, I think that will help them to develop and grow. I think accessibility is important for them. All of the guys that I speak to, that's the main concern. They don't have access to funding. They don't have access to spaces to create what they want to create. So I think I would love to see that happening.
There was talk of actually using the space just outside Freetown as an artist residency. So that's something that we can pick up again with the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. She had actually talked about that. So very concretely, very practically. We want very concrete, practical things. Naomi?
I would love to see distribution lines. We're harvesting thousands and thousands of kilograms of rice this year, and I need distribution lines to get them into stores, into shops, into warehouses, and get bought and fed to the people of the region.
Very concrete. That's something we can look at. The other thing that Naomi has talked about, and many other diaspora and other people in agriculture, is the information about the equipment, where it is when you need it. There seems to be a disconnect there. I think that's something. In other countries, they have things like an Uber almost for tractors, things like that. So this is something that we could also look at and work on. Now,
just really quickly on that, I know that some countries actually have apps where you can hire out, combine harvesters and tractors and such like, agri-tech, and that would be really, really helpful if we can actually, if we as Sierra Leoneans can actually do that for the agricultural sector.
Yeah, so touching on Naomi's point, I think I'd like to see sort of a roadmap where,
there's an integration of different aspects of science, policy, and investment to position Sierra Leone as a country for the carbon market in Africa, where, in the next 10, 20 years, or, our 2050 goals, we can meet those 2050 goals and be able to unlock the 250 billion potential that the carbon markets offer. So sort of a roadmap and plan on how we can educate and connect with farmers, agriculture, forestry, policy, and investment to sort of position Sierra Leone as the mecca of carbon markets.
And thank you very much. It's worth noting that right now as we speak, the Minister of Environment and Climate Change is working on a climate act which will incorporate carbon. So again, the linkages and making sure that it addresses some of these issues and concerns is important. Sidi, what's the one thing, 100 days, what that we need to do to unlock talent?
For me, it's quite straightforward. Everybody here should come together, form a community to pull capital. Please use Vault to send the capital to businesses back home so they can expand.
Anissa?
I'm going to build on that. I think we should double the amount of people who download Vault. Use that remittance money, at least a percentage of it, 1%, 0.whatever%, to put into regenerative farming, which means growing rice and cotton, so we can hand spin this cotton, hand dye it naturally, create amazing luxury brands and IP, and even this money could also be used to fund other creative pursuits in Sierra Leone.
Great.
I gotta say, I do use Vote. For the first time I went to Sierra Leone last Christmas. The speed at which I accessed the cash when I came to the UK, I was really shocked and also impressed. And I can use the card here. So thank you guys for supporting what I do down there. So I just wanted to say you can access your cash straight away. Everywhere. Yeah.
So Vault is one of our sponsors this evening. Thank you very much. I hope that was caught on video. Make it viral for the Dumbaya. He just said it here. That was a great advert for Vault. Last thing I will say is that one of the things that strikes me just from this conversation is the storytelling. We're not telling enough stories about what is actually happening. And that is something that we want to do. You would like the last word, sir? I will give the last word. But I want to thank all of you, and we will now give the last word to the Chief Minister. He would probably like to answer the question about human capital development.
Yes, I think it's aid conversations are great, charity. They send girls to school, they give babies vaccines. They need to continue. The British and every government developed should meet their 0.7% GNI to development. And we have to amplify the work that the investments are doing. But the final point that I wanted to make is on stories with Naomi, Anissa, what Anissa was saying. There's a lady, Margaret, she graduated from Jala, and she decided to go to her village to grow cotton. And she actually grows the cotton, makes the cotton thread, and makes country clothes and sells them direct from there. So her story and all of the stories here, it is on all of us to amplify it. So we shouldn't just listen to these amazing things and leave it there. When we speak about Volt, when we speak about any one of them, it's because it is our responsibility. That's how we will transform Sierra Leone. And as I said over the last couple of days, and that should be a message, if you're not in Sierra Leone, you're too late, but it's okay. We'll wait for you to catch up with us. Thank you.
Please just help me to thank our amazing panelists. And I just want to thank the Sierra Leone High Commission, the team. They've worked extremely hard. We tend to beat on public sector workers, but I can tell you, Mr. Abdullah Ibrahima, Mr. Sadugba, Sandra Rogers, and the whole team, and Thelma, my college mate, wherever she is, thank you very much. And of course, the High Commissioner, the Deputy, it has been amazing, and we really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, Chooks and Tim. Before I go to my next item, I would like to call on the Sierra Leone High Commissioner to give a 5-minute talk. Welcome, the Sierra Leone High Commissioner, Dr. Mori Manye.
So one of the few times when a junior both schoolboy is given his quota of 5 minutes to talk. Actually, I wasn't going to talk at all during this session, but I actually begged Sarah and Sandra to let me say thank you personally to them for this great job that they have done. Sir? Sir? Where's Thelma? Abdullah? And the rest of you who were out there, Yema, Sandra, where is Rugi? Yes, I won't take any credit for this. And I don't think the Deputy High Commissioner will take any credit for this. What you see here is all down to these guys. Thank you so much. And you have a role in this, Joe, my twin partner from across the globe. She is High Commissioner for the UK and Sierra Leone. I got a call from her. She said to me, we are working, FCDO and BII, to put something together, which is what this investment forum, Alex, thank you. And I said, and she also said, I'm putting my trade attaché in charge of this. Zina? So I said, okay, I'll put my trade attachés in charge as well. That's how Sandra and I came in. They put together this team, they put together this one, and I was just listening to the Chief Minister say, this is the greatest of all that has been happening in the last 3 days. Thank you so much, guys. Now, what this shows is that if you give people space to show what they are capable of, if you give them the opportunity to prove themselves, that's part of good leadership. And I think President Bio has demonstrated that. Because I was asking the Chief Minister, what's the average age of the current cabinet? And he just laughed. Because what he has done, President Bio, is to look around, and he has been able to put together a team that is composed of young and old. And they are doing a great job, and I think they will continue to do this. And I particularly want to say, those of you who were there on Monday, you remember that I described the Chief Minister as a Moi, visionary. And that's what his name is. So when you ask what's in a name, David Moinina saying is a visionary. You know the story about David, he's a giant. But that's what these young people are doing for us. But as you go, please look back and see that the old folks are there to help. Between us, there is a chemistry that can only mean well for Sierra Leone. One name or one person who is not in this room, who I think should have been here, is Carlton Cole. I mean, the deputy was talking about what the High Commission does. Carlton Cole is one of the people we have been talking to for promoting Sierra Leone. And he actually has a blueprint for promoting football in Sierra Leone. And I think he should have been here. But this is a great, great beginning. And this is something that I look forward to. And this is something that I think will benefit not only us Sierra Leoneans, but our friends in the diaspora. And I would want that we define or redefine diaspora to mean not just Sierra Leoneans living in the diaspora, but those of our friends who want to do business with us, who want to work with us. I see David, for instance, and I see Misbah. And for those of you Sierra Leoneans who are in business, please work with our extended definition of diaspora Sierra Leoneans. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't go beyond 5 minutes.
That was exactly 5 minutes anyway. Thank you, His Excellency, sir. Okay. Let me just pass to you, co-host.
Good evening again, once more, our distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited that this program went on today very well. And before I say anything else, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you who made this day happen, for your attention and your valuable time you took to be here with us. To my distinguished investors, you are not just an investor, you are more than that. You are partners in shaping the future, and you are the reasons dreams come true. With your support, ambitions becomes achievements, and possibilities lead to progress. I want to say special thanks to the FCDO, the BII, our sponsors, and a special thanks to Mr. Sidi Sakor. He's been very good. And also Mr. Fode Dumbuya. Without him, this would have been difficult to do. He is the one that got us this nice venue. And this venue, yes. It is quite expensive, and I would say it would have been a bit hard. Thank you, Fode. You and your wonderful team. We appreciate you. And I wanted to see you immediately when Alex walked in. He said, wow, 3 times. And then I said, God bless Fode. And then special thanks go to my colleagues. Thelma, I am very grateful because this was intense and short. And she was always there. At night, she will pick the phone up. Mr. Duba, we called meetings 10, 11 o'clock, and Thelma was there. Abdullah Brahma, thank you, Mr. Brahma. You're on point. And also, we had people who were not here physically helping us to arrange this, to put this together, but they were behind the scenes working with us. We have people like Alex of BII, Nicola, Dee, Ed, and Zina. Thanks to the British High Commission for giving us some quality people. We are grateful. And also to the team that Fode gave us from this studio, Anes, Adam, Hafif, Luke, the sound guy, and Charlotte. We are grateful because these people were just awesome. Anes, I'll text him and change things and tell him, Ernest, you have to do this, change this, and the next minute he will reply. Less than 1 minute, okay, Sandra, we are going to do this. He sent me a menu for food. I asked him to, yes, give us a menu of what you have to offer. His menu was excellent. I had to beg him to take some more because the evening the food was quite heavy. So I'm grateful, Alex. I'm very, very grateful, Ernest, for your help. So now we've come to the end of the program, and there's light refreshment, which you are going to enjoy. So food is being served. It's going to be on that side. Me and my team will direct you where to go. Bon appétit.
Je voudrais me divertir. Je cherche mon exutoire qui me donnerait la force d'affronter les idées noires.
Can you give us 1 minute, please? Oh dear.
Hello, hi guys. Hello. Food is going to be served. And I must say, I am very sorry. There is somebody here who helped to make this happen, the vote. Mr. Chooks. I'm grateful to you, Mr. Chooks. So what do you want? They go put. And we will definitely do that.